Rome, 1943. As war rages across Europe, a quiet tension clings to the cobbled streets of the Vatican. At the heart of it all is a man no one truly knows. He walks the halls in silence, carries no weapon, wears no uniform. His name, to some, is Brother Tommaso. To others, he does not exist. Brother Tommaso was no monk. His real name was Etienne Lemoine, a former French resistance fighter turned intelligence officer. The Vatican, a neutral sanctuary, became the perfect cover. Etienne had discovered a network of forgotten tunnels beneath the Vatican. Centuries old, they had once served smugglers, priests, and fleeing nobles. Now, they were his lifeline to the outside world. Every week, Etienne met a small circle: a disillusioned Nazi officer, a Vatican archivist, and a Jewish scholar hiding as a gardener. Together, they gathered and leaked intelligence to the Allies. Pope Pius V knew. He didn't approve, but he did not interfere. In silence, he gave his blessing and turned a blind eye. In October 1943, the Nazis prepared to deport over 1,000 Jews from Rome. Etienne's mission: stop the train, free the prisoners. Etienne, with the help of partisans and a railway worker, rigged the tracks outside Tiburtina station. They had only hours, but someone had talked. The tunnels were no longer safe. One of their own had been compromised. The walls of the Vatican were closing in. Etienne was captured, tortured, but he confessed nothing. In the end, it was not a Vatican cardinal who saved him, but the Jewish gardener, who slit a guard's throat with garden shears. They fled through St. Peter's crypt. Above them, Mass was held. Below, history was being rewritten in whispers and blood. A new drop point was hidden in plain sight, in a stained glass window depicting St. Michael. A ray of light at noon pointed to the next message. An American agent from the OSS, under guise of a Swiss diplomat, arrived with new orders: expose a German mole operating within the Vatican's diplomatic corps. During choir rehearsals in the Sistine Chapel, the spy passed messages embedded in sheet music. But one rehearsal ended with a boy's voice silenced forever. A shadowy priest known as the Black Abbot began hunting the resistance within. Ruthless and rumored to have SS ties, he could unmask Etienne. To protect a group of Jewish children, Etienne staged a false baptism. The certificates, forged with Vatican seals, would save lives. During midnight mass on Christmas Eve, German officers stormed the basilica. Etienne had only moments to slip away amid incense and song. Etienne faced trial not by the Vatican, but by his own allies. Accused of compromise, he stood judged by the Whisper Network. Evidence surfaced. A real traitor, the archivist, now gone. Etienne was cleared. Trust restored. Barely. Etienne's final mission: smuggle out a list of hidden Jews before the Nazis overran Rome. He had one night. The scroll was delivered. The names survived. Etienne disappeared into history, his legacy carved not in stone, but in silence. Years later, a hidden ledger was discovered inside a Vatican reliquary. It bore the initials EL and contained names of hundreds saved. On his deathbed, a cardinal whispered Etienne's name, thanking the ghost who had done what the church could not. The Jewish gardener lived, moved to New York, and planted roses every spring for the lives he helped bloom anew. A young scholar, doubting the legend, traced the tunnels, finding an altar etched with a single Latin word: veritas. Behind an old fresco, restorers uncovered a painted face, not in any record, looking out with knowing eyes. Guides speak of footsteps and candlelight vanishing near the crypts. Some say the spy still walks. One scroll, among Vatican archives, contains a forged account of the baptism, names still redacted for protection. A tapestry, woven in secret, tells the story of the Whisper Network, but only if you know where to look. Legend says Etienne returned once, aged and cloaked, to take communion, then vanished in the crowd. Today, his name is not written in any book, but in the shadows of stone, in the echoes of justice, he endures.